another topic, and um, you have to find out some. Okay,
Okay,
is
no
it okay?
problem. We need to show, but we need the voice.
Yes,
Okay.
right. So I'm reading the passage.
Yes.
It could be claimed that in order to make everything in heritage more real, historical accuracy must be increasingly altered. For example, Phytocanthorus erectus is depicted in an Indonesian museum with Malay facial features because this corresponds to public perceptions. Similarly, in the Museum of Natural History in Washington, Netherlands, man is shown making a dominant gesture to his wife. Such presentations tell us more about contemporary perceptions of the world than about our ancestors. There is one compensation, however, for the professionals who make these interpretations. If they didn't provide the interpretation, visitors would do it for themselves, based on their own ideas, misconceptions, and prejudices. And no matter how exciting the result, it would contain a lot more bias than the presentations provided by the experts. Basically, it is telling the alteration of history, distortion of
And
history.
distortion of history.
So you're a very prominent columnist and prominent expert and spokesperson about preserving the real history of Bangladesh. So how will you explain this opinion? And this is happening not in our country, across as well as across the world. So alteration or distortion of history is a very bad thing, because the present generation, they will learn and what they are and what actually their origin was only by the history. If the history has been changed, then they will be derailed. They will not understand. They will not find themselves originally. So what will you say?
Thank you very much. This is a matter of very important learning, and also this is contemporary issue. I thought that this is a problem of only our country, but now from the passages I have learned that this is not only our crisis or our problem as well. Well, yes, history is very valuable. When we consider the history belongs to our past, our future as well, because based on past we are in the present, and what will be our contribution, that depends on our past, which is also made us history. If you can consider that in Bengali we have a very past situation is like that. We have come from several Muslim countries here. After that, for many business or etc. issues, we have established our establishment here. After then, we are living here, and from that subcontinent part to now, we have a history of conquering this area by Ikhtiaruddin Muhammad Bukhtiyar Khilji in 1200 and 04. And we have a history, a remarkable history of liberation war. We have a remarkable history of 21st February. We have a remarkable history of leading in this Bangladesh from developing country to sustainable development. But if anyone changed the history for political purposes or for political interest or personal interest, it should be punishable. It should be punishable offense. If we consider the sometimes some days ago when BNP Jamaat was in power of Bangladesh, they tried to change the history. But problem is that this is on kind of debate that what was our history, real history. because that real history is not really preserved. Because when this real history are preserved, if you can identify some books, the writers also wrote those books based on their political grounds. So what is our real history? We don't know what is our real history. Sometimes some people are criticizing about our liberation war. Sometimes some people are exaggerating on the liberation war. So we have to take concrete evidence when and the evidence has come, because when if you can think that when people just visit a new place, we need to collect some soil or something else for the proof. So this is evidence. We need to consider this evidence as in the part of our history. Like when one people is writing an article, then another people is just copying in his article. When though the first article is authorized and first article is uh, with the reference, with the written documents, then and there may not happen and this kind of violation. So I think the history is very valuable and remarkable. So we need to capture our history on that time when it happened, because if you can consider this time, newspaper is available, the media is available. So you can't destroy your history within short time. And in liberation war or day before then, and this kind of media was not properly documented or properly preserved. But now this is possible, and we need to possible our remarkable days. We need to preserve our remarkable situations, so that one can build the another history after some days. So, and if anyone can try, if anyone try to devaluate the history, I think it's need to maintain. It's need to pronoun.
It's need to implement or
Not
impose.
implement legal law.
Legislative
No. When we pass in Sanshad, what's the process?
bill.
Yes, no. Uh, the government party or opposition party needs to place this kind of initiatives for
Proposal.
punishment and building, making it in laws, and then proper guidelines or proper implementation of exemplary punishment of those culprits. I think within this is these initiatives, this kind of offense
May be reduced in a greater number.
Yes.
Yes, true. Very real example you provided on these contemporary issues. Thank you very much for your information.
Thank you
So
also,
now moving in